You know that quiet relief when plans fall through and instead of disappointment, you feel something closer to permission? That moment when staying in feels less like missing out and more like coming home to yourself? If you've ever felt guilty about that relief, here's the truth. Your mind isn't broken or antisocial. It's simply wired differently. While some people recharge by diving into crowds and conversations, your brain restores itself through solitude and stillness. It's not avoidance. It's survival. And if you've spent years wondering why you crave home the way others crave adventure, this is your answer. The difference lies in how your brain processes the world. Extroverts walk into noise and feel energized because their dopamine systems respond strongly to external rewards. But for introverts and highly sensitive people, stimulation works differently. Your brain picks up more details, processes emotions more deeply, and registers subtleties others miss entirely. A crowded room isn't just loud to you, it's layers of conversations, facial expressions, body language, and unspoken tension all hitting you at once. That's why social situations drain you. You're not weak. You're processing more information than most people realize exists. When overstimulation builds, your nervous system shifts into threat mode. Your heart rate climbs. Your thoughts scatter. Everything feels too bright, too loud, too much. This isn't anxiety in the clinical sense, it's sensory overload. Your brain is trying to protect you by signaling retreat. And when you finally step back into your own space, that relief you feel isn't laziness. It's your nervous system downregulating, your cortisol levels dropping, your mind finally allowed to stop defending itself. Home becomes the place where your brain doesn't have to work so hard just to exist. But here's what makes home more than just a refuge: control. Out in the world, you adapt constantly. You match energy levels, read social cues, manage expectations, navigate unpredictability. At home, you set the terms. You choose the lighting, the sound, the pace, the presence or absence of others. For a brain that spends most of its time accommodating external demands, this autonomy is deeply restorative. It's not about hiding from life. It's about creating conditions where your mind can actually function at its best. And when your environment finally quiets, something remarkable happens. Your inner world expands. Without the static of constant input, your thoughts organize themselves. Creativity surfaces. Reflection deepens. And when your environment finally quiets, something remarkable happens. Your inner world expands. Without the static of constant input, your thoughts organize themselves. Creativity surfaces. Reflection deepens. You connect with parts of yourself that get buried under social performance. This isn't loneliness. It's the opposite. It's finally being in full, unfiltered contact with who you are. For people who live this way, solitude isn't empty. It's where meaning lives. But there's a shadow side worth acknowledging. Sometimes what feels like preference is actually fear dressed up as personality. When staying home stops feeling restorative and starts feeling compulsory, when the thought of leaving triggers panic rather than just resistance, that's a different signal. That's when solitude shifts from chosen refuge to anxious cage. The distinction matters because one sustains you and the other slowly shrinks your world. Understanding this about yourself changes everything. You stop apologizing for needing what you need. You stop forcing yourself into rhythms that drain you just to prove you're normal. You build a life that actually fits your wiring instead of fighting it. And when you do venture out, it's from a place of fullness rather than depletion. That's not withdrawal. That's wisdom. In a culture obsessed with constant connection and relentless doing, choosing stillness isn't weakness. It's one of the most self-aware things you can do. Understanding your need for solitude changes everything. You stop apologizing for who you are and start building a life that fits your wiring, rather than forcing yourself into someone else's rhythm. And when you do venture out, it's from a place of fullness, not depletion. So, tell me, do you love your alone time, or do you struggle to find peace in solitude? Drop a comment below and let's chat about it. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more insights into the hidden psychology of everyday life. See you in the next video.